2 points for them.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hold the trips right. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
5-9, 5-9.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Herbert back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go, go.
Here's Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Let's go, let's go.
To the air again, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, go line, go.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ray.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, go orange.
Again, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Home to right. Baylor Tiger.
Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 59 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old-school football coaches will tell you there's 3.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Defense showing blitz. Herbert gets around him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
Go.
Herbert now.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, Ripley.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Color. Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. He's to the 15.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little